Alright YouTubers, what's happening? Doing a flashlight review. We have a flashlight today from Thorfire. This is the TK18. Purchased this off Amazon for about 28 bucks. And I've been on a kick lately of 18650 lights. Specifically ones that have a rear tail switch and a forward switch. And there's a reason behind that, which I will say. Let me go over some brief specs of this guy first. So you have a length of 5.28 inches with a 1.33 inch body. Your weight is 3.2 ounces. The color temperature on this is between 5350 and 5500 K. So it's a cooler white temperature. Working voltage is 2.8 to 8.4 volts. It does have IPX8 waterproof, water resistant design, made from aircraft grade aluminum, reverse polarity protection as well. So this is a 1200 lumen on turbo mode light. Turbo runtime is 45 minutes, which is actually pretty dang good. So you get a pretty good time on that full max of lumens there. Your low is 3 lumens, mid is 100 lumens, high is 500, and you have a bike strobe mode, which is kind of cool. So I'll go ahead and show you some modes here, and then I'm going to actually do some beam shots and stuff. But so you turn the light on here, you are in low. Now if you want to go right to the bike mode, you just triple tap the switch, and it does like this weird, like kind of smaller strobe. To get out of that, you just go back. Now to go up to the different levels, usually you'd click this once or twice, but on this one it's got a ramping UI, so you can see you actually have to hold it down. And when we finally get to max lumens, see how it blinked? That means we're at max lumens. If I go backwards, it's the same. You just have to hold it down, and it gives a little flash that you're in the lowest mode, which is the 3 lumens. So it's a different UI than I'm used to. I don't mind a ramping UI. I've had a ramping UI before on some through night lights. If you look at something like the Wowtech A1 here, oh, I took the battery out of that one, of course. How about the AceBeam EC35? Very similar light. Has the tail switch, and then you have the forward switch, and you just click once and it goes to the different levels. So it's much faster. So that's one thing I do not like about this light is the ramping UI. Ramping UIs aren't bad, and I should have grabbed my MSR D1S because it has a ramping UI that's very fast. This is just so slow that that's one thing that's kind of strange about it. It's too bad because it's a really good looking flashlight. It's got very good knurling. I like this diamond pattern, and it's not very aggressive. It's just a very well made flashlight as far as the machining and such is gone, and I like this forward switch. Has a light on here that comes on, tells you when your battery's low. You can see it, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of green now, but if you keep using it for a while, it will eventually turn red. Now there is some advantages to the ramping UI. So like, say if I want to leave it on some random mode like that, it does have a memory mode, so next time I come on it'll be in that same mode, so you can kind of customize your output, which is kind of nice. But again, it's just so slow. And if I want to leave it on high, I can do that. It does have a monetary on feature. Just soft press that, goes into a monetary on. So let's roll in some footage, and then we will wrap up the video. Alright, we are outside with the Thorfire TK18. This is your lowest mode, which is 3 lumens, so very much a moonlight mode. Could be lower. Your mid-high turbo, so mid is 100 lumens. But the interesting thing about this light, since it has a ramp up feature, is you just hold it down instead of clicking. So that's your mid, that's your high. As you hold down, you'll get all the, and this one takes a while to ramp up. See how it's gradually, so you see that little blink there? That means we're at 1200 lumens. And it's going to stay there, you know, until you, so if I turn the light off right now, with the tail click, I got monetary on, so that's monetary on, comes on the lattice mode you were in, or you can go full mode there. Since we're in high, we'll do the tree. Get a cool white emitter on this one, or tint to the lens I should say, not emitter. You got your shed out there, and then our big pine. And this light has a pretty balanced beam. So it's a little bit, got some okay throw, but it's got, you know,
We'll go over more of the specs. I'm sure I've already done that in the tabletop parts, but just to give you an idea of what it looks like outside. And then on the snow, we actually have snow again. We've had a really bad year for snow this year. We got a pretty good amount the other day. So this has got a pretty balanced beam. Good amount of flood, good amount of throw. It's a little bit of both. And then if you triple tap this forward button, you get in this bicycle mode, they call it. See how it kind of strobes as you're, if you're riding a bike and you're to mount this. It's a pretty cool little mode. And then you just hold it down to get out of that mode. Actually, I think you have to click the rear tail to get out. Yeah, you have to click the rear tail. And then it won't go in memory bicycle mode. It goes right back to, the last one you had it on. Last mode you had it on. Here's an inside beam shot of the TK18 from Thorfire. Got a pretty big spill around that hot spot too. I like shining on something white like this. It's a shooting target I use for dry firing. Pretty big hot spot in this light. It's got a good mix of flood and spill and throw though.
Alright, so you can see the outdoor and indoor footage. I don't like the tint of this light either. If you notice on the indoor footage especially, you could see it on when I shine down the white closet. It doesn't have a very good looking tint. That's being, as a flashlight kind of fanatic, I guess you'd call myself. Tint's important, and it's got kind of, and I don't think you can see it. Yeah, you can see it here. You can see this outer, of the cornea. I believe they call it corona. Excuse me, not cornea. That's an eye. It's got kind of a greenish, yellowish tint, and then it has the hot spots pretty white. It just has kind of like what they call kind of a rainbow effect on the tint. If you look at the Ace Beam has a really nice tint to it. You're not going to see that as much. It has a little bit, but not nearly as bad. And then like the Minker MC11, which is a neutral white light. So just this, I don't like the beam, and the Famolov EDC4 is another one of my favorites that I like the beam on quite a bit. I think it's got a nice color rendition, and it's cool white, but it's really good looking. It's got a nice hot spot. So overall, I didn't like that part about the light. So here's some size comparisons for you. Like I said, the Ace Beam E35, almost identical size. The Wowtech A1 and the A1S are about, the A1S is actually a little bit bigger. So they're about the same size. The Convoy S2 Plus, very popular East 18650 light, is quite a bit smaller. And then the Minker MC11 is even smaller, I believe. It's kind of hard to tell with the Thorfire switchback on there. And that's another reason why I'm in this mode of lights, is because I'm trying to find 18650 tail switch lights that also have a forward switch that are compatible with the Thorfire, and I'll explain that in a different video. If you're not familiar with this, though, you can go watch the videos they have on YouTube about this system. Works very well. So I wanted to find some lights that work with it, and all the ones they kind of make for it are Surefires, essentially. And there's a few other Phoenix and some Night Cores and such, but I wanted to find some more budget-friendly options for those that want to use that system. So that's kind of where I stumbled upon this Thorfire. Overall, it's a good quality light. 28 bucks, you're not going to break the bank. I did not really appreciate the ramping UI. It could be a lot faster, and the tint of the LED wasn't the best for me. It's a Cree XPL2, if I did not say that earlier in the video. So overall, a well-built light. I think I liked kind of all the Thorfire lights I've tried out. Haven't had any problems. I really liked the knurling and the kind of the design on this light a lot. So I was a little disappointed that the tint wasn't very good and that the UI was a little slow. But I mean, it works. Has soft press. It worked for it does fit the switchback, in case you're wondering. I will have a list. I'll do a video separately on all the lights that do work with the switchback, the Thorfire switchback 2.0. This is my favorite one right now because it's so small and compact, the Minker MC11. But that's going to wrap up this video, guys. Any questions or comments, leave them down below. I'll leave a link in the description where you can purchase this light on Amazon if you want to get one. It is a really good looking flashlight, and it's a good size, and it's lightweight. I should have actually told you what the weight was. With the battery in it, with the battery, which is an 18650, it's 5 ounces exactly. So it's not very, I mean, it's not terribly light, but not terribly heavy either. That is with a full battery in there. A full battery, as if there could be such thing as a non-full battery. Anyway, guys, it's getting late and I'm rambling, so I'm going to wrap up this video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.